Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We were having a little technical difficulties up here, but I fixed it. Well, I helped. Welcome back to the Positive Living Center, right here in Oakhurst, California. Good morning to all of you. Good morning to those on Zoom with us this morning.
Can you click on Got It, please?
There we go.
Laura, do you want the back door closed too?
We got a gentleman who's going to close that right now. Thank you. Any newcomers here today with us? Raise your hand if you dare. No? Ulsters? Yes.
They aren't newcomers, but Larry Enns and Cindy Brooks were co-founders of the Positive Living Center 30 years ago, 31 years ago.
Wow. Your names again?
Cindy Brooks and Larry Enns, and they say hi to Angie.
Larry and Cindy. Hi. Good morning. Did you hear that, Angie? He's smiling. That's great. That's great. Thank you for being here today.
They are both our long-term founders of PLC. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Cindy Brooks and Larry Enns are both founders, partnered with Angelo and Stella of the Positive Living Center. You need to know.
Wonderful.
And,
Wonderful.
and Gotti, give me a call. I got something I'm going to share with you.
We'll get you his number if you need it. Okay, great. This is the year 2022. It has been deemed the year of creating healthy lifestyles. So our topics for May, if you can believe it, it is May, are physical health, mental health, and spiritual health, which physical health is with coordination, mental health is for courage, and spiritual health is for kindness. I can't wait to hear what the speakers have to say about these themes this month. It's going to be wonderful. As always, we get the chance now to sit back and close our eyes and do a little meditation time and listen to Cheyenne sing a little for us. So please put your feet on the ground, get comfortable, close your eyes, and be still.
A nuestro hogar llegó volando un colibrí dorado que trajo a nuestro altar un nuevo amanecer. A nuestro hogar llegó volando un colibrí dorado que trajo a nuestro altar un nuevo amanecer. La luz se acerca reflejando la alegría. El
as we come back into this beautiful sanctuary. We realize our good, our faith, our lives are blessed. We know God believes as we believe. Our lives are rich with goodness. We give thanks for this and so much more. And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you, Cheyenne. That was beautiful. Thank you. It's time for our spiritual thought. And this morning, we have Reverend Missy Higginbotham, who's going to give us her thoughts. Good morning, Reverend Missy.
Good morning. In thinking about what the May themes were, we have spiritual, which is kindness. We have the mental, which is courage, and the physical, which is coordination. And I was thinking to myself, well, this is kind of difficult, coordination. How do I get my head around coordination? And I was thinking about coordination, and the words balance came to my mind, and harmony, because as what we want to do is how do we unify all three of these, the spiritual, the mental, and the physical, into our lives? And as I started thinking about balance and harmony, I started thinking about, how do I walk on this earth? And how do I then keep my focus spiritually and mentally on true north? Essentially, how do I walk the right path? And so I want to start with two thoughts: that what we see in the physical is a reflection. It's a reflection or a metaphor of our spiritual state. And we get there by what we think, propelled by what we feel. And then the concept of kindness. We allow ourselves the concept of being kind to others, but not always to ourselves. So think about that, because who will nurture us, love us, if we don't? It's that thing about, we used to always talk about, you have to put your oxygen mask on first. How can we be kind to others or nurture others if we don't know how to do it for ourselves? These thoughts take courage to change and transform, and to bring attention to these needs for transformation. Often we lose the compass of our own lives. We get all our coordinates messed up and start going into all sorts of directions. It's like the chicken with its head cut off syndrome. The sky is falling, the sky is falling. That becomes our spiritual state, because that's where our thoughts are, and that's where our feelings are. So what do? That's when we need to get still. We need to go within, settle into our heart space, and listen to our soul coordinator. Go into that divine spark within. By listening and coming from our authentic self, we gain the courage to make the choices our soul demands of us. And life itself responds to us with more love, appreciation, and kindness. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Missy. Beautiful words. It's time for some music. Cheyenne, let's give Cheyenne some love, will you please? Cheyenne Hernandez.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be here with you. I'm going to play a song for you that I wrote this morning. I hope you enjoy it. It's the first song I've written in a while. I've been writing for like a couple of years, so it's nice. Open my heart to you. The universe comes through. Whoops, I wrote the wrong chord. Sorry, guys. Open my heart and see. All good things come to me. I saw you shine so bright, lifting me with your light. I told you how I feel. You saw my love was real. You said you felt like you knew me. I think I understand it truly. In the deepest truth, you are me. I didn't say it 'cause I think you understand too. Take these words and take my soul. Take these gifts that make us whole. The moments we love last forever. Whenever we love, it's forever. We show each other the way. What you give me, I will treasure. You show me your best and your brightest. You light my life with your spirit. Oh, take these words and take my soul. Take these gifts that make us whole. The moments we love are forever. The moments we love are forever. Take these words and take my soul. Take these gifts that make us whole. The moments we love last forever. The moments we love are forever. Sorry about the little kinks, but I just wrote it this morning, so.
Thank you, Cheyenne. It was perfect. There was no mistakes, remember? There were no mistakes in life. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. It's time for our main speaker, and our main speaker today is the Reverend Sandy West. Come on up here, Sandy. Let me get you situated.
Yeah.
You step up there and I'll see where.
Gotta put me on the short thing.
Yeah, you're a little shorter than I am. Yep.
That do it? Cool. Good morning.
Like Missy, I had a little trouble with coordination. It's interesting the way the topics come through. They'll come through towards the end of the prior year, and usually it's in meditation, and then Source speaks to me, and I trust and I write it down. When I got to coordination, I had to stop and think, okay, spirituality, coordination, where do we go with this? How does it fit in? And I started thinking about it. Coordination. Okay, so if we're coordinated, we walk well. If appointments are coordinated, things work well. If you don't, I thought of times that I didn't coordinate my appointments and I'd be on one side of town in Fresno and then the other side and back to a different side. Instead of trying to line them up so I could go bump, 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 bump. So I realized that spirituality does have coordination, because there are a lot of things that we do where we have to think, where we have to learn new habits, learn new ways of doing it, learn new ways of being and approaching life. Kindness is such a beautiful word. To be kind and to learn to do kindness without even thinking about it. To allow kindness to be our lifestyle, how we do it. And how do we take kindness and coordinate it with everything that's going on? I still have anger. That's part of the emotions that we have. And there's an appropriate place for anger. That coordinates with taking care of myself, keeping myself safe, maybe defending myself. And there's a difference, though. In anger, we don't have to cause harm. We don't have to go out and verbally hurt someone or physically hurt someone. We learn with kindness to do things differently. Now, instead of yelling, I'll walk away for a week or so. And I think about it. And I have to wait until when thinking about it does not bring any anger before I go and address what's going on. I need to get to a point of kindness that, because of the other emotions, doesn't always leap to the forefront the way I would like it to. It's a habit. We need new habits. And habits have to be coordinated. We have to remind ourselves to do them every day. We have to remind ourselves that's the way we want to be. I used to write notes, and when I'd get in the car in the morning, I'd read my notes to remind me of all these different things. Don't yell, don't be mean, don't have road rage, all kinds of stuff. I'd make the notes if I felt myself doing it. It used to be so easy to get angry on the freeway. And now instead, it's real easy to say, okay, you went in, come in. There's enough room for both of us. The road rage didn't get me there any faster. It just made it a miserable journey. And it upset my stomach, which was a biggie. So to do these things in a way that flows with life, and that's what we're working with this year. How do we have this lifestyle? How do we set this up in a beautiful way to where our lives flow and interact and flow with everybody else's? That we all get along, that we all learn to love and help each other. Being kind is not that hard once you get used to doing it. It's easy to open a door for someone to wait and let someone else back out first. It just takes a moment. A moment. We don't have to make everything a fight to see who's there first. Many times I've waited a long time to get out, but what was so important that I couldn't do that? There wasn't anything that was more important than that. For everyone to be safe, for everyone to have a moment that was stress-free because it worked for them, their day was working. It's important that we think about these things. It's important that we look at how are we interacting with the world? How are we sharing ourselves? What do other people see in Sandy? What do I want them to see in Sandy? Do I want them to see me being angry? No, because it's not a pretty sight. That's not what I want people to see. I want people to see the smile, or the gifting, or the loving. Well, if I want them to see it, I have to show it. I have to be it. I have to present that way. And that takes building new habits. That takes really working at it and having courage. You know, it takes courage to be kind. It takes courage to reach out. If I see a homeless person and it comes in my head, gift them with some money, I don't sit there and, think about it and maybe not, no, they're not working, no, why should I do that? I listen to source, I gift the money. It was a moment to be kind without anything added to that, just that loving kindness. Another human being that I looked at in the eyes and saw that help was needed. That's the basis of kindness. Looking people in the eye and see what's needed. Listening to what they say in the tones of their voice, what's needed. Most of the time you'll find it that it's love. And not being in love with, but a lovingness. That is a way that we can be that helps everyone around us. When we walk through a store, everyone we pass gets a piece of that feeling. They feel it as they walk next to us. It can jumpstart a wonderful day for people. So when we go out in the world, we're not only taking care of ourselves, we're taking care of the world. We're doing our part to not have war, our part to have peace, our part to have love. The more of us that do this, the more we're going to see it in the world. It will be contagious. It spreads. If people are kind to you all the time, you find you don't yell as much. You find you don't get as angry. You find that you're kinder, that you share that kindness and give people with it. It's so important that we look at ourselves and assess, what we're doing, how we're doing it. What can we do to make the changes that might be needed in us? And it isn't always easy. I used to do all kinds of little techniques, all kinds of things. But what works the most for me is meditation and prayer. But I've used so many other things too. I've used Ho'oponopono, all kinds of written techniques, all kinds of journaling, just so many things. But find the one that works for you. Because the more that you can create a peaceful environment in your life, the easier it's going to be kind. A peaceful environment is things like the colors that are around you, the sounds that you hear, the way that you interact. Maybe you don't listen to discordant music anymore. Maybe you listen to soothing music now because it's a lovely background. Maybe you change the soap that you bathe with because it smells better. Your body feels better when it's being used. All these little things. What do you wash your dishes with? Your hands are going in that. What do your hands want to feel? Maybe it's a lavender kind of soap. Whatever it is, your clothes, what are you washing them in? Do they smell the way you want them to smell when you're wearing them all day and you smell them all day long? All of these little things are constant acts of kindness to ourselves. Constantly. It's always ongoing. We tend to think of things to do as something I do every night, or something I do once a day, or something I remind me of. But this year, we're focusing on the things that we do 24/7, because it's recognizing the divine in us, allowing the divine in us to outpicture, allowing the divine in us to be God in action, source in action in us, allowing us to make a difference in the world. It gives us purpose. It gives us a reason for being here. It gives us a reason for caring, a reason for sharing, a reason for kindness. The important thing with courage is that if people aren't being kind to you, you're still going to be kind to them. We have to create these environments. We have to create them and do them. How can I expect anybody to be kind to me if I'm not being kind to them? How would anybody love me if I wasn't being loving or didn't love them? So it shows the importance of paying attention. And not just on Sunday when you go to church, paying attention all of the time to what we're doing, to how we're being, to how life is working. We need to be the most that we can be, the best that we can be, the kindness that we can be. Look at the world, how discordant it is, how unharmonious it is, how much anger and hate is there. I don't want that in my life anymore. And I'm going to do my part to make sure that it isn't in my life. That doesn't mean I'm not aware of what's going on. I'm aware of what's going on, but I'm not wallowing in it. I'm not taking it home. I'm not constantly focusing on war. If I do that, I'll create war in my life. I don't want it in my life. So I'm going to think about it or whatever I need to do for that moment. But then it's back to focusing on source, focusing on the love, seeing the beauty, watching the deer when you're driving down the road, looking at the beautiful sky, the beautiful water. It's a gorgeous world that we live in up here. It has wildflowers all the way in. Today I watched the lupine. It was beautiful, all the beautiful purple. It was there for me to enjoy. Source is a powerful decorator. It was all there, free for me. I didn't have to pay anything for it. I just had to go by it and see it and appreciate it. That's the beauty of life. The things that are important don't have to cost us anything. It's the beingness, the givingness, the verbs of how we live. So when you go out this week, pay attention to yourself. What am I appreciating? Am I seeing the beauty? Am I letting the beauty be inside of me? Am I loving that beauty? All of those things that are so important. Allow it to be you. Allow yourself to be kind to yourself and kind to others. Allow yourself to have the courage to do that. The courage to go out in public and do that. The courage to look someone in the eye and smile. The courage to feel your heart being open and sharing it with all of those around you. The world needs us. The world needs us at our best. And I know that we can do that. Thank you.
My wife's usually here to do all this for me, but I can't wait to tell her I did it. Thank you, Reverend Sandy. It is all about us. It really is. And I really believe that we make a difference out there. We can be a perfect example for others by bringing our best. It's like when I'm driving into Fresno, she's talking about somebody goes flying past me. I used to not be so happy about that. Now I just smile and go, thank you. CHP is no longer looking at me. Thank you very much. So there's always good in everything around us, as she says. It's wonderful to take that time to enjoy life. Because we're not on this planet very long, folks. We really aren't. So let's take hold of it and let's enjoy it while we're here. Great, great words. It's time for our offertory. And I'd like to ask a couple of people to come up and give me a hand with that. Any volunteers? There's two right there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let you guys sit here for a minute while we do the offertory statement.
Okay.
Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. You don't want my napkin, I don't think. There you are.
Okay.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you, servers. Thank you all for your tithings that keep the building open. We pay our bills every month. We're doing pretty well. So thank you for your tithings and your volunteer services that you do around here for the building to keep everything going and everything flowing. So thank you all for all that you do here. It's wonderful. Thank you again, Reverend Missy, for your spiritual thought this morning.
Yeah,
It was wonderful.
I could hear it all the way to the back. Too.
That's good. You could hear it just fine. Thank you very much. Do we have any announcements? If you have an announcement, I want you to come up here because my cordless mic is not working the way it should. So if you have an announcement, come up here so we can all hear you. Oh, I just scared you all off, didn't I? It's not really that scary up here, folks. It's okay. You have one back there? Want to come up?
I wasn't planning on making any announcements, but
Right here. Stay.
For a long, long time, I've been working on environmentally beneficial projects, and it takes a lot of faith. But yesterday I learned that one of our projects, all of our contracts are signed and money started flowing on 2 facilities that will transform 40 tons of walnut shells into green, clean hydrogen and biochar. And it's really a weight off of my shoulders that has come to pass. And so I'm just really happy for all of us that happened.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Bonnie. Anybody else? Yikes. Thank you. Your prayer partner this week is me. I am available to you all week long. And next week's speaker is me. So I look forward to hearing what I have to say next week. I better work on that, I think. Let's do our prayer protection together, shall we? The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The energy of God is me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Thank you for joining me for that. One of my favorite prayers. Reverend Sandy, you come up and close this service out. Cheyenne, do you happen to have another song you'd like to play?
Another one?
Come on up here.
Okay.
Let's pray first, and then you can sing us out.
Okay.
Take a deep breath and just feel the presence that's in the church with us today. The divine love flowing through all of us. Blessing and increasing all that we give and all that we receive. The divinity that we are is so important to this world. And what we give is so important. And what we receive, it makes a difference. If I don't receive, that stops someone from giving. So we all need to receive and to give and to love and to share and to care. And when you go forth today, take Cheyenne's music in your soul and just sing a song and allow the beauty of the world to be everything that you are. And say with me, please, and so it is.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I'm going to stand up and sing this song. I'm just going to do it a cappella with a shaker. It's called All My Relations. All life is sacred, the animals and the trees. All life is sacred, the mountains and the seas. All my relations, all my relations. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. All my relations, all my relations. May I walk in beauty, may I walk in peace. May I walk in beauty, may I walk in peace. All my relations, all my relations. All life is sacred, the animals and the trees. All life is sacred, the mountains and the seas. All our relations, all our relations. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. All my relations, all my relations. May we walk in beauty, may we walk in peace, may we walk in beauty, may we walk in peace, and so it is. All my relations, all my relations, all my relations, all my relations.
Thank you, Cheyenne. Really nice. That's going to be stuck in my head all day. That's a good song to remember. I'll be doing that while I'm shopping at the store today.
You'll be like, hey ya,
Hey ya, hey ya. People are going to love that, huh? Or they're going to call somebody. I'm not sure. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here today. I hope you have a fabulous week. The weather is outstanding, so go out and enjoy nature. Take your time, enjoy each other, and as Reverend Sandy says, say hi to somebody, smile at somebody. It's contagious. It really, really is. God bless. Have a great week.
See everybody. Have a wonderful week.